The film starts with Jake Tarnish portraying his unassuming and serene life as head of the Omatosai faction and raising a family with his significant other Neytiri, which incorporates his children Neteyam and Loke and his little girl Tuck. His embraced girl Kiri and a human kid named Bug, the child of Miles Quaritch, who was brought into the world on Pandora yet couldn't be moved to Earth in cryostasis as a baby. While Jake can acknowledge Insect as an embraced child, Neytiri is suspicious of him given his human starting points. Notwithstanding, every one of the youngsters blend and mingle well with one another, including Bug, whom Kiri likes. Insect doesn't embrace his human legacy and feels more lean to Na'vi culture and customs. They carry on with a typical existence until one day they notice an unusual star in the night sky. Unfortunately, they understand it's a RDA space transport with people getting back to Pandora to colonize it, raising another super working base once more, making critical obliteration Pandora. Colonel Quaritch, who has been cloned into a Na'vi body and with his recollections transferred from before his passing. Subsequently, Quaritch can't recall his destruction on account of Jake yet is simply ready to remember the mission previously. To keep the RDA from taking advantage of Pandora once more, Jake drives an essential guerrilla activity against the RDA supply lines, debilitating them. In one of the tasks, Loke ignores Neteyam and is anxious to show what him can do as a Na'vi. In the meantime, the retaliatory strike on the RDA supply lines doesn't agree with Quaritch, who starts a hunt mission to kill Jake. During a lively endeavor, Jake's kids alongside Bug investigate further into the rainforest. A conflict results and Quaritch's crew catches Jake's kids. Jake and Neytiri show up in time and free the vast majority of them, however Bug is taken by Quaritch, who remembers him as his child. On board the boat, the RDA attempts to pressure him. Realizing the risk, Bug's information on his whereabouts stances to their security and furthermore to keep away from another fiasco. Jake persuades a hesitant Neytiri and his family to expel themselves from the Omatosai tribe and retreat. The eastern seaboard of Metkayina, a coral reef island whose faction and way of life is adjusted to Pandora's seagoing natural surroundings. Jake gives his main mantle to his replacement and passes on altogether to Metkayina. Once showed up, they are welcomed by the group boss Tonowari and his better half Ronal, who is far-fetched of them at first. Be that as it may, Jake makes sense of their circumstance and they are consented to remain and given cover. The family learns the methods of the reef individuals, gaining the appreciation of them. Kiri is captivated with the oceanic existence of Metkayina and fosters an otherworldly bond with the ocean and its animals, while Loke gets to know Tsiraya. While adjusting to their new climate, Loke gets into a battle with Tsiraya's sibling Nung when he pokes a rough fun at Kiri and him of their blended human genealogy. Jake advises his child for his way of behaving. At Jake's demand, Loke gets back to apologize to Nung and his companions. Nonetheless, they tempt him to an excursion into the region of a risky ocean hunter, the Akula, and leave him abandoned in vengeance. The Akula attempts to go after Loke. Nonetheless, Loke is saved by and becomes friends with Pear Khan, a Tulkun, a keen and pacifistic cetacean species whom the Metkayina think about their profound family. Loke can speak with Pear Khan through marking and eliminates an old spearhead from. Upon his revisitation of Metkayina, Boss Tonowari, who became mindful of Nung's deceiving of Loke, requests that the previous apologize to Loke. Nonetheless, Loke assumes the fault himself, winning Nung's fellowship. Quaritch starts to severely scrutinize the native clans about Jake's area, bombing that. He arranges the whaling team to wantonly kill the Tulkuns to draw Jake out. Loke intellectually interfaces with Pear Khan and discovers that the Tulkun was Projik. At the point when the Metkayina learn of the Tulkun butchers, Loke takes off to caution Pear Khan, trailed by his kin, Tsiraya and Nung. They find Pear Khan being pursued by the whalers, and Loke, Kiri and Tuck are caught by Quaritch. With their kids at serious risk, Jake, Neytiri and the Metkayina set off on a mission to defy the people. Quaritch powers Jake to give up, however, seeing his spirit sibling jeopardized, Pear Khan assaults the whalers. Jake, Quaritch, Neytiri and Tuck end up caught inside the sinking vessel. Jake chokes Quaritch into obviousness and is safeguarded by Loke and Pear Khan, and Kiri calls ocean animals to help her save Neytiri and Tuck. Insect finds and saves Quaritch, yet passes on him because of his brutality towards the Na'vi and putting his objective to kill Jake's family over being his dad and turning into a decent man, driving him back to rejoin Jake's loved ones. After Neteyam's memorial service, Jake and his family choose to forever remain with the Miike